And for 9-foot listeners, since the batteries in my mixer had croaked, there won't be no local news today. Okay, so no local news for FMers listening to our 9-foot signal today. No local news today because the batteries died in my mixer. So we're just going to kind of wrap it up with this final 29 minutes of the Gary Russen program here on GJRB Online. We're talking about George Animal Steele, the wrestler who had just died here recently. He was a wrestling coach in Michigan, and he started part-time only with the WWE. Appeared in 1967 and began against rivalries champs. He wrestled Bruno Sammartino, wrestler from my home city of Pittsburgh. One of the best, the champ. Yeah, so lost a good one there. George the Animal Steele. What did he die of, by the way? Does it say? I don't know. It's not saying what he died of. But oh well. Okay, I thought maybe it was there, but they don't show what he died of or how old he was. Or did he? Oh yeah, 79. Never mind. Okay, let's see. What other thing do we have here? Usually when I pick stuff for this program and show prep, I usually don't use all of them. I rarely ever use everything I ever post. Or I really just pick and choose because I really don't use everything that I pick. I might pick it, but it doesn't guarantee I'll see the light of day. I grab something and I pick it. Other obituaries include Bobby Freeman. Bobby Freeman. Now you recognize that name. Bobby Freeman. Let's see, you would not know him unless you would recognize, let's see here, where's that? Let me see, I'll find it, up here a ways, I think. I know I had it. Oh, here it is. You would recognize, well, you might not hear it over the air because, so I'm just going to, so it's somewhat pick it up. Don't know if it's picking up, but you're hearing it in the background on the speaker because, like I said, our mixer batteries died, but you're hearing it in the background. Big hit record for him. Do You Want to Dance? Bobby Freeman is dead at 76. Okay. Well, I just clicked out of that. Okay, I'm going to click out of that one. That's what I wanted to click out of. I can't play music on here because my mixer batteries died, but I can at least. Let's see here. What? Okay. Just have to charge them for the next show. Here it is. I gotta go back to that posting because I clicked out of it unintentionally. Yeah, San Francisco-based rock star Bobby Freeman, better known for a hit song "Do You Want to Dance," died at the age of 76. Freeman, at the age of 17, recorded this very energetic and a big song, charged up the charts. He was in high school. He was a high school student in the Bay Area, for over years. The song was rearranged and renamed and turned into more than a dozen acts. The Hands of the Beach Boys, Bette Midler did a hit of it in the 70s, turned it into a slow, sultry number there for her Divine Miss M album. The Ramones did a version of it, rebranded in a Churning Pink anthem, and Neil Young recorded it too. So did John Lennon. I didn't know that. The song was recorded in 1958. Was originally, according to Rolling Stone magazine, featured Jerry Garcia on lead guitar. Later on, part of the frontman of the Grateful Dead. Didn't know that. Had no idea. Reached number 5 in the charts, became such a generational standard, included on the American Graffiti 1973 soundtrack. It was recorded by Cliff Richard and the Shadows, released in Britain. The title was already altered, Do You Want to Dance? So, at the age of 70, I don't think that was the only hit he was known for. I don't think he recorded anything else. I could be wrong about that. Let me see. Yeah, it was a signature recording. But he did have another hit in 1964 with Come On and Swim, which I think was the song that would become the dance, The Swim. It was written by young Sly Stone, played organ, bass, and guitar on the recording. Sandwiched between the two hits. Benny Lou's Got a New Pair of Shoes, modest hit. Bobby Freeman, dead at 76. And another legendary artist, gone to, let me see if I can find that one. And that was, where is that? Oh, I got the wrong one here. Let me see what we got here. Okay, here it is. Another one was the Ohio Players founder, Junie Morrison. He died at the age of 62. Remember the Ohio Players had a bunch of hit records like Love Roller Coaster, a bunch of those, and the urban, great R&B. The Ohio Players, he's well known for it. He's from Dayton, Ohio. He was a producer, keyboardist, vocalist, and founder of the legendary funk group band, the Ohio Players. He died at the age of 62. It was a brainchild of his. He had a lot of hits like Pain, Pleasure, Ecstasy, and the oft-sampled Funky Worm. Beloved for countless of musicians in the industry while blending genres with his creativity and whim. A lot of solos. He had 3 solos off of albums. When Do You Freeze and Susie Super Groupie. To hear that one. Maybe if Dave Baker's listening, he would know some of these songs. The Ohio Players, because I know he just played a couple of songs on the show last week on KALA on the Rewind. So if Dave, if you're listening, I was talking about Bobby Freeman first, and then I started talking about the Ohio Players, and some of his songs, and the front man for that, Walter Junie Morrison, dead at the age of 62. And well, good recording. So there you go. Some of the passings for now, and I've got another one. I kind of like find out a lot of stuff. I kind of go through things and find various interesting things, like National Day. Today is the 21st of February, 2017, and today is National Sticky Bun Day. Yeah, National Sticky Bun Day, and annually on the 21st, better known for as the Schneckton, I believe, considered to be Philadelphia's specialty, and believed to be sticky buns. Origin in the United States began in the 18th century when German settlers brought here baking tradition when they began settling near Pennsylvania. And it was originally a breakfast thing. So National Sticky Bun Day today. Okay. All right, let's see what else we got here. Kind of find some fun stuff here before we close out for today. Let me see. I want to go into some scores here. I was going to go into Yahoo real quick. Let me see. Do that real. Okay, I'm going to do that. me go in here. I'm going to get rid of some tabs. Okay, get rid of that one. And we're going to throw in one more thing here. And we'll do some scores to finish off our sports page, as we talked about those wrestlers. We'll talk about more of those wrestlers when we do Gary J's sports page. That'll be on the air on March 4th, right here on GJRB Online at 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock in the East, here on GJRB Online. So come on aboard and check that out. So let's go into, I don't want to go to that. Why did I want to go into that? I did not want to go into that. Back there. I was going to go into Yahoo's main sports page, which I usually do when I kind of get the scores that I want. So I want to do that. Let's take a look at what's going on in the world of sports in, let's see, I believe this is college basketball right now. 3:55 left in the first. It's Purdue. Ooh, Penn State's beating Purdue. Penn State's on fire, folks. 28-21. Wow. Yeah, check that out. Games tonight: South Carolina against Florida, Oklahoma against Baylor, and let's see. Evanston. I think it's Evanston. Let me check and see if that's right. Evansville against Wichita State. Okay, Evansville against Wichita State tonight. And the NCAA basketball action. Okay, an NCAA basketball action tonight. And for some of you listening to our 9-foot FM signal, Talk FM 108, we'll be with, join us in KROS tonight, 1340 AM, 105.9 FM, and 107.9 FM for some college basketball. Iowa Hawkeyes playing tonight. But here's some of the other live action going on right now. Like I said, 28-27, Penn State over Purdue. Oklahoma against Baylor. South Carolina will play Florida. Evansville against Wichita State. Kentucky will be playing Missouri. Some of the games tonight. And why it's not on here, let me check and see if it's under the Big Ten maybe, or some other one, because I don't know why I'm not getting the Iowa Hawkeyes. Let me check and see if I can go into the KROS website. That's the website of our local station here. GJRB's local station here. To find out again. I believe because the Iowa Hawkeyes, now we got college we got high school basketball coming up right after we get off the air here. We got about 40 minutes of 40 minutes of Dan Patrick, and then right about 6:40 on KROS, 1340 AM, FM 105.9, here locally here in Clinton, and our 9-foot closed circuit 107.9, Talk FM 108. We'll be having basketball tonight right after we get done here. So great action going on tonight. Starting with high school basketball tonight, KROS will have the River Queens and Kings in a selected game. Don't know who they're playing, so they don't have it marked here. But right after that game is over, Iowa Hawkeyes basketball, and won't mention exactly who's playing. Forgot what they said they were playing tonight. Don't know who Iowa's playing tonight. Okay, not mentioning that. So I'm going to have to take a look somewhere else to find that out. But it's not on my Yahoo for some reason. I don't know why. Why my Yahoo's not showing this that particular game I'm going to check and see. Iowa Hawkeye. I'll go to the Hawkeye site. That's what I'll go to. Let's see if I find it. Usually if I can't find it one way, I find it another. I'll go to the Iowa Hawkeye site. Their official website should have it. Let's see, in basketball, NCAA basketball. Let's go to basketball. Okay, it's football. I want basketball. Okay, let's see. Okay, choose sport, but it's not giving me any sport. Okay. So let's see if we can try something. I'm going to go into it. Iowa Hawkeye basketball. Okay. Whoops. Here we go. Iowa Hawkeye basketball. Okay, tonight. Oh, here we go. They play against the Indiana Hoosiers. Their tip-off is at 8 o'clock. And you'll hear that game on our 9-foot signal here on 107.9 and KROS AM 1340 FM 105.9 from the Hawkeye Arena. It's from the Carver Hawkeye Arena. Game time is great action tonight. Gary Dolphin doing the play-by-play tonight. Iowa Hawkeyes basketball right after high school basketball. We go into the Hawkeyes, so that's coming up next on GJRB LP FM, GJRB Online's FM station at 107.9 on the FM dial. 9-foot closed circuit signal covering the North End neighborhood here. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Check this out. Suspect in Denver in a Denver murder is wanted for a possible deportation. This is a good one. I like this one. This is a good story. He's a light rail station. He's in custody. He's wanted for a possible deportation by federal authorities when he's released from jail. Never Ever Valleys is currently in jail, because that's his name. Currently in jail in Denver along with another man for killing Tim Cruz, 32-year-old Tim Cruz, on February 7th. He and Nathan Valdez were formally charged on Friday. The two also were accused of trying to rob Cruz. Immigration and Customs Enforcement have placed the detainer on him after Denver police arrested him on October 2016 for car theft and other charges. And that means that ICE wanted to be notified of any pending releases because he was suspected for being in the United States illegally. So they're doing their job. They're trying to eliminate some of these illegal aliens. They're doing their job of tracking down criminals who are over here illegally. And that's what we really want. We're not after people who are here trying to be citizens of America. We're trying to get after the ones who are here illegally and committing crimes. Andres Valles is his name. Ever Andres Valles. He's 19. He's a citizen of Mexico. Was encountered by ICE via criminal alien program following his arrest on local charges on October 2016, according to Fox 31. This is on a statement Friday night. At that time, he was arrested, placed in detainer at the Denver County Jail. The detainer wasn't honored, and he was released by jail on December 20th of 2016 without notification to ICE. He is a known gang member whose gang history was documented in a Colorado gang database due to his criminal history. So they're going to track him down and more than likely kick him out of the nation here. Bye. You're a criminal. You've done your damage. Out. Yeah. Get rid of the man, you know? Really, we don't need that kind of criminals in this, this country. All right, well, we're wrapping up the Gary Russen program for today here on GJRB Online. Our next show will be on March 7th. We'll be on the air live at 3 o'clock Central for another edition of the Gary Russen program. Tentatively March 7th, right here on GJRB Online. Gary J's Sports Page, Talk Radio, Sports Talk, Saturday, March 4th, 3 o'clock Central, right here on GJRB Online. 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock East, 1 o'clock Pacific. Saturday, March 4th, right here on GJRB Online. Only because I thought that the Cubs were going to be playing, and I was going to start earlier, but that's a nay to that one. So we're not going to be doing that show that early on that Saturday because the Cubs are not playing. That game will not be available on the flagship station here, 670 The Score. So we're just going to do Sports Page at 3, and we'll just get regular programming. No games on that day. But we'll be having some games. We'll be getting back to Cubs baseball here on Talk on our 9-foot signal on 107.9 here real soon now. And getting rid. But all I know so far out of the spring training is that the Chicago Cubs they traded. Who did they trade? I forgot these. They traded. They got rid of Travis Wood. He's going to the Royals. And Dexter Fowler, the story I wanted to do actually, and I couldn't find, was about Dexter Fowler. He's not afraid to speak his mind regarding the ban and about Trump. Again, baseball players, entertainers, all these people have to express their opinion, and they don't realize when they do that, when they get political, people don't really have nothing to do with them anymore because they don't care what they think. They're out there to play ball, okay? This is how I see it, all right? They don't care what they think. Why should we? Why should we? Really? Talk about that in the next Gary Russen program. Should we really care what athletes, movie stars, Hollywood people care about that? Why should we care? You tell me. We'll talk about that in the next Gary Russen program, March 7th, 3 o'clock Central, right here on GJRB Online. So I hope you'll tune in for that broadcast, and we'll have another great show, and line up some stuff, and I'll gather some more opinions and read them to you. We'll do some more scroll through social media, and we'll just have a grand old time. So hope you'll tune into the next show here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker. And we'll have another good time talking about various things like that. And, getting your opinion on various things. So tune in live March 7th right here on GJRB Online for another edition of the Gary Russen program here on GJRB Online on Spreaker. So you'll want to tune in for that. Okay? All right, well, you're not going to hear this because the mixer is dead. So for people listening on Spreaker, for people listening on Spreaker, that's going to do it for the Gary Russen program. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We had a great time doing the show. And we'll have another edition of the Gary Russen program on March 7th. Don't forget, March 4th, Gary J Sports Page. Until then, have a great night, everyone. So long. GJRB Online. Still the What's Happening sound. Now, GJRB presents The Last 7 Days. In this time of lawlessness, it was the year World War II. There's a program that puts it all into perspective. And the music was fabulous. This is the program with big hits from Harry Cumberland, Judy Garland, current events, and how it lines up. The year was 1945. Listen to the year in music on the next Swing Time. I'm Gary Russen, and I'll be featuring the biggest hits from that year, along with trivial information about the prices of items such as groceries, the news events, the culture of 1945 on the next Swing Time. After 1 year, the wait is over. Now join Pastor Ron Johnston and a panel of men and women to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy. In this world of chaos and upheaval, this is the program that puts it all into perspective. How will we survive? God only knows. So trust Him and listen to The Last 7 Days. Uploaded as a podcast or live every third Friday at 12 o'clock noon Central on GJRB Online. It's that time of year once again. Spring. A time when the weather gets warm and the flowers bloom, and GJRB is starting new programs and bringing back older ones that haven't been on for a while. It's the GJRB Spring Spectacular. All new programs and old ones returning, like Radioland, Gary J's Radio and Television Classics under a new name. Radio, television, and movie classics, featuring not just radio and television broadcast rarities, but also intermissions from drive-in movie theaters and indoor theaters too. Old movie trailers and movie trivia. The Spring Spectacular will also mean the return of the blues with Gary J's Blues House and country bluegrass with Bluegrass Jubilee. New additions to the Gary Russen program, including The Man on the Street, as I take my voice recorder to the streets of Clinton and ask people their opinions on what's going on in the news and lighter fun stuff. GJRB Spring Spectacular starts in April on GJRB.